Today, we're taking a detailed look at Rise of the Robots, a game from the 90s that promised much but delivered little. Join me as we dissect what went wrong and why it's remembered for all the wrong reasons. Rise of the Robots, developed by Mirage Studios, emerged in the golden era of fighting games. Launched in 1994, it was a product of ambition overreach. Developers aimed to revolutionize the genre with advanced, pre-rendered 3D graphics, an approach that was groundbreaking at the time. However, the ambition led to a hurried development cycle, resulting in a game that was more of a technological showcase than a well-rounded gaming experience. Mirage targeted multiple platforms, stretching their capabilities thin. This overextension led to significant compromises in gameplay quality, a classic case of biting off more than one could chew. November 1994 marked the release of Rise of the Robots. It landed amidst immense hype, promising a new dawn for fighting games. Yet, it quickly became a lesson in disappointment. The game was rolled out across various platforms, including PC, Amiga, and consoles like SNES and Sega Genesis. This widespread availability meant that its shortcomings were universally recognized. Gamers and critics alike soon realized that the hype was unwarranted. The game's failure to live up to expectations served as a stark reminder of the gap that can exist between marketing and actual game quality, a gap that the gaming community would not soon forget. In the realm of gameplay, Rise of the Robots faltered most. Players controlled a cyborg warrior in a series of battles against different robots. Despite this intriguing premise, the gameplay was plagued by limitations. The combat system was simplistic, lacking the depth and variety seen in contemporaries like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. Players were confined to a small set of moves, leading to repetitive and uninspiring battles. The AI opponents were predictable, removing any sense of challenge or strategic depth. This simplicity, coupled with unresponsive controls, resulted in a gameplay experience that was not just underwhelming, but frustratingly inadequate for a title that had promised to revolutionize the fighting genre. The story of Rise of the Robots was set in a dystopian future where a lone cyborg faces off against an array of rogue robots. While the premise was intriguing, it was executed with minimal effort. The narrative lacked depth, offering little in the way of character development or compelling plot progression. The game leaned heavily on its visual appeal, neglecting the storytelling aspect that could have added much-needed substance. This lack of a cohesive or engaging story further highlighted the game's overall focus on style over substance. In an era where video game narratives were beginning to gain more attention, Rise of the Robots missed an opportunity to contribute meaningfully to this evolving aspect of gaming. Sound and music in Rise of the Robots was a mixed bag. The soundtrack, crafted by Richard Joseph, had its moments of brilliance, offering a techno-industrial vibe that fit the game's futuristic setting. However, these moments were few and far between. The overall sound design lacked the punch and dynamism needed to elevate the robotic battles. Sound effects were often generic, failing to add the necessary impact to the fights. In a genre where music and sound effects play a crucial role in creating an immersive and exhilarating experience, Rise of the Robots fell short, unable to match the auditory appeal of its more successful peers. Rise of the Robots left an indelible mark on the gaming industry, but not for reasons developers would have hoped for. It stands as a cautionary tale about overhyping games based on technological advancements alone. The game's significant marketing campaign built up expectations it couldn't meet, highlighting the importance of a balanced approach to game development. It's often cited in discussions about the pitfalls of prioritizing graphics over gameplay and narrative. Its legacy serves as a reminder to developers and publishers alike that a game needs more than cutting-edge visuals to be successful. It requires a well-rounded, engaging gaming experience. For those who experienced Rise of the Robots during its initial release, the game might hold a certain nostalgic charm, but it's a nostalgia tinged with irony. It reminds us of an era when the gaming industry was still experimenting, sometimes missing the mark in its ambition. For many, it serves as a memory of what gaming used to be, a time capsule of the excitement and sometimes disappointment of the early 90s gaming scene. It's a testament to how far game development has come, both in terms of technology and understanding what makes games truly engaging and enjoyable. In today's gaming landscape, Rise of the Robots offers little in terms of playability. Its outdated graphics, simplistic gameplay, and lack of depth make it a difficult sell to modern gamers accustomed to more sophisticated and polished experiences. However, it holds value as a historical artifact, showcasing the evolution of the fighting game genre and the pitfalls of technological over-reliance. For current gamers, playing Rise of the Robots can be a curiosity-driven exploration into the past, a way to appreciate the advancements in game design and the ever-changing expectations of players. It's a piece of gaming history, albeit a flawed one, that helps us appreciate the complexity and depth of modern gaming. As we wrap up our exploration of Rise of the Robots, it's clear that this game serves as a significant, albeit cautionary, chapter in the history of gaming. It reminds us that in the pursuit of technological innovation, the core elements of what makes a game truly engaging, compelling gameplay, a cohesive narrative, and satisfying player interaction should never be overlooked. While Rise of the Robots failed to meet the expectations of its time, it inadvertently provided valuable lessons for the future of game development. Its legacy, while not celebrated for its playability or acclaim, remains an important reminder of the balance needed between ambition and execution in the world of video games. Thanks for joining me on this retro gaming journey. Rise of the Robots may not have been a hit, but it's a fascinating part of gaming history. Did you play it back in the day? What are your thoughts? Let's discuss in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more deep dives into retro gaming.